Turning Craig's volume down helped a lot.
I'm doing it out of principle.
Yeah.
Out of principle.
Ah.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of APP Actual Play Broadcast. We are back to Tempore for our Eclipse phase game. If I do sound different, this is a different microphone. If that is problematic and it sounds like terrible, well, I won't see you comment about it for another 2 months.
Yeah, I heard your microphone said the N-word on Twitter, so,
Gotta
Ooh,
cancel
it's kind of problematic, yeah.
If I sound different, it's because I'm getting over a cold.
I'm sorry. I was there a little bit ago. But we're back to Eclipse phase. Quick reminders for the game. This is technically a game that has horror themes, so keep that in mind as we move forward. The training wheels are coming off, and soon I will be seeing what you all decide to do with this game. And if we want to continue playing it, or everyone's just like, that was fun, we'll like visit this again, then that's what we do. But as of right now, who would like to give a recap of last session?
Well, stuff happened. There were events that occurred. There were words that were said. More explicitly, where we left off, we I can't think of her name right now, but ran into a lady who's apparently security, but also with a triad. She's got a really weird work thing going on.
Is her name She?
What?
No, her name was Tabitha Fang.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Tabitha Tongue? What?
Fang. Fang.
Oh, Tabitha Fang. Got it.
Fang with an A or an E?
E.
I'm gonna
Fang.
shoot
That is
myself.
Fang. I think that is Fang, actually. I know someone with that last name. Then again, it's 300 years in the future, so pronunciation's probably weird.
Language drift.
But go on.
Anyways,
Sorry.
yeah, she she got spotted by us. We confronted her. She told us about her really weird, fucked up work situation, and now she has offered us to go on this weird shooting range excursion thing.
Yep. She said that she'd offer you a unique experience at the shooting range.
Allegedly.
What manner of background music started when she said that?
I'm going to say Solution 9.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Just area, city background music, not like a thing happening background music. That's good.
What also depends on what point in Solution 9.
Oh, you're not wrong. Oh.
True.
Staying spoiler free. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But we'll say that she will pick up from where we left off. Is just like, just follow me, I'll take you there. All of it will be on me. I'll make sure that I get rounds for everybody. Not going to be a big deal. You got one more that's missing. Arnold, right?
Oh,
Comes
Yeah.
out of the
yeah.
room.
No. Yeah, we can I guess go see if he's ready to come out of his room.
I send him a message. Like, hey Arnold, do you want to go to the shooting range?
Arnold, you get a message.
Because really,
Hell yeah.
we can't just go over to the thing.
And you could go back
Then
over to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can't like.
Responds back. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, he's coming.
Okay.
Awesome, meet us there.
Yeah, he knows where it is.
Huh.
And she'll start making her way down the hallway. Do you follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be really awkward if you didn't. Just like, yeah, okay, let's go, and then just don't move while she walks away.
Just
Yeah,
ditch the
just watch
security
her
detail.
leave.
So everybody gets there around the same time. Just make it convenient. And everyone sees Tabitha. She goes over to her terminal and she starts messing around in it. So this is a HoloLab. And what we're going to be doing here is some of you I see are, skilled with a gun, but, how many of you have been in a firefight?
Looks
Yes.
over at Osborne.
I think just one.
I had my hair lit on fire once.
No, that's what
Right.
you call a firefighter. That's not being in a firefight.
Well, so we're going to see if we can adjust that a bit. And we're going to keep it safe, keep it clean. And she pulls up the terminal, and the shooting range that you saw earlier, Arnold, where it was like this cylinder that was rotating and had 0 Gs, it comes down a bit and like cuts itself in half and flattens out to just a long like hallway,
Uh-huh.
and some blocks start to lift up from the ground that it lowered itself into.
Interesting.
And then projections start popping up. And all of you would recognize what looks like a New York street.
Huh.
Where the fuck are we? In Brooklyn?
Queens. Just says Queens.
Get
But it's
outta
always,
here.
in my personal opinion, it's the more fun one to play in.
I never actually went to
That
New
is
York.
pretty cool.
I did watch lots of Law and Order though, so
Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun,
missing
dun,
much.
dun.
I don't know what that is.
TV show from Old Earth. Don't worry about it.
Gotcha.
It was already old by the time we were frozen.
Well, I guess that makes it just ancient then. But no, not the point.
Dick Wolf is
So
truly an inspirational person.
I have these wristbands here, and she opens up one of the future cabinets, and a couple of like cuffs come out, like one wrist cuffs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you're gonna put this on. It's gonna analyze your morph and do a scan of your body. That way, it gets an idea of like how durable you are. What are you packing? It scans the ID on your guns and all your other hardware, and it will import all that in as long as it's something that it recognizes. Import all that in for this mock firefight, and she presses a couple buttons, and you see 4 just what you could only describe to be people. They like it's like if you used AI generation and was just like person, male, person, female. It's what you'd be getting.
Like this person doesn't exist website before generative AI really fucking exploded everywhere.
Yeah. So that's what pops out, and they're all carrying like various firearms.
Yeah.
You'll be going up against 4 of those for now.
Alright.
Your one friend here seems more fascinated by the tech. So I don't know if I'm gonna drag them away per se. Was holograms not a thing back for you guys?
I mean,
Oh
some
no.
would argue. Didn't people think that one rapper that died kept getting shown up by holograms or something?
I don't know. Was it
What?
50 Cent?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I
Yeah.
swear to God, there was a dude who like died, and people like would go to hologram concerts. Holograms existed back then. They were just super, I guess, rough compared
It
to
was
probably what you would understand.
they had to be projected onto a medium of some kind, so like onto steam or smoke or something at best, I
Ah,
think.
Yeah,
Uh,
because you couldn't just make light stop in the middle of nowhere. It had to bounce off something.
yeah,
I
we hadn't
mean,
figured
there
that
was
out yet.
also the Hatsune Miku 3Ds.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
those were
those
kind of
like
the same though.
3D concerts.
Mhm.
They
Yeah,
started doing them for like VTubers and stuff too.
oh nice.
right.
True.
You're all just talking nonsense now, but I
Right,
imagine that
right.
it's real, or at least was.
Well, it was.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Sorry, it's hard to ask us if blank existed back then without like us going off with very little context.
No, that's fine. It's just your friend here seems a little fascinated. Either way, if you'd all want to grab a cuff, put it on your wrist. We'll do a scan, and we can get this started.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
so real quick above board, just so everyone knows, Arnold's still in his female form, and he usually goes
Mhm.
by Aaron.
I mean, did Arnold tell us that?
You know what? That's
Because if
valid and
Arnold
fair.
didn't tell us about different names,
Yeah, I don't recall that being a
Yeah, we don't know.
conversation that's been had.
I
yeah.
mean, you can just
That's
tell
fair.
us now if you
But
want to.
at the
I
very
might be
least,
psychic. I'm not that psychic.
I mean, you are that psychic, actually. You just haven't used that power.
Okay. Well, I am a psychic that has moral boundaries
You do? Holy shit.
as far
we'll
as
see.
you are concerned.
As far as you
That's fair. So I guess okay, for the actual above board, then it's just Arnold in the female form.
Okay.
So who all puts on a cuff?
Arnold.
Yeah, I'll put it on. And
Of
hope
course.
that it I'm curious if it will recognize my morph. I don't say that out loud, but I do think it.
It does.
Oh, okay, cool.
It does because when you put it on, one of the first things that happens is it sticks you in the wrist.
Ow.
Ow, a little bit of warning about that.
Oh, it's a little pain don't hurt.
But-
Pain, that's
Yeah,
exactly what pain does. That
yes,
is
it
the
does.
definition.
It's got to get a scan of it has to analyze the biomorph that you're in. If you're on a metallic morph, then well, there would have been a drilling sensation, but
Oh
very small.
God.
It's not enough to damage anything, and if you have nanomachines, it would have patched it right back.
The
That
future
seems that's
is odd. The future is just weird.
Oh, you haven't seen weird yet, honey.
He pauses for a few seconds.
and we've seen a little bit of it.
I feel like I've seen weird, but also I believe you, and that scares me.
Good. You're more prepared for some of this universe than others. All right, but whenever you're ready, go ahead, step on in, and she will do a slight little bow and present the doorway.
I'll do my best not to embarrass myself. Step inside. So we're using our actual firearms,
Yes,
and then okay,
and she'll be
all
paying
right.
for the ammunition replacement,
nice.
or if anything gets damaged.
All right, I will be using the rail pistol because I have a feeling they don't want me to use the sniper rifle.
One of you come over here. I want to see if friendly fire is turned on.
No.
think it is.
I refuse.
She shouts, "Please do!"
Please don't.
Question: is there a barrier between her and I that looks bulletproof?
Yes.
I will shoot one round at her.
I'm a dice roll.
Hmm?
I'm a dice roll something.
Okay.
Does it go through?
So you fire, and she just looks at you and gives you a wink.
Mm-hmm. Just mentally, just like, that wasn't as satisfying as I'd hoped it would have been. Still want to murder. That's fine.
I'm.
She's like in a viewer
Yeah.
gallery.
You're not-
She presses on a intercom. Your Fury Morph is really gonna get some mileage here. I hope you enjoy that.
I'd be pissed if I didn't get the mileage out of it.
That makes sense. That does seem to be the default state.
But when the light turns green, so everyone, your initiative stat is equal to your intuition plus reflexes divided by 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I remember a part of this sheet that did. Yeah, initiative 6.
Interesting.
So we don't roll anything. It's just that is what it is.
No, I do have a house rule like prepped and off to the side.
Okay.
If we find it that it gets too monotonous, it's simply just roll a d10 and add your initiative score to it.
Got it.
But I want us to test it as is before I start fucking about.
Okay.
So we don't roll a d10?
Nope.
Okay.
No, we just have that number.
Yeah, I guess it might help to like post it.
Yes. It's initiative. I'm just gonna post on the Dice Roll channel.
Yeah, please do.
Got a 6.
Okay, I also had a 6.
This is further modified by wear, drugs, and psi.
Wow, we
Oh,
have lots of 6s for our initiatives.
Actually, do I have the psi thing that cares about that? I have heightened awareness.
You have it?
That might actually.
Heightened awareness does not give you
Oh,
initiative.
okay.
Holy shit, you have an 8.
Yeah, I've got
Best as fuck, boy.
yeah, I have reflex modifiers on my morph.
That's fair.
All right, was it on my morph or something else? Pretty sure it's my morph.
And then you can use a point of vigor to go first in initiative order.
I'm good for now on that.
Okay. Well, light turns green. Morgan, you're up.
Okay. Are the are our like opponent projections already out there?
Yep, they are already out there, and they are like walking up slowly.
Okay.
They haven't taken any aggressive action. You have the jump.
Okay. You said there are like so there's buildings and such too. I
Yep.
think I will start by finding cover because as far as I know, that's the best way to avoid getting shot instantly.
Cover good.
Yes.
All right.
Should I roll anything for that or just kind of narrate
Nope.
that?
You move to cover.
Yeah, I'll hustle
cover
forward and crouch behind a car or something.
for the most part. Cover is simple. If they can't see you, you can't see them. So I mean, you're at modifiers to fire blindly. If you want to sit there and try to blind fire.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to just get at least a little bit closer and also just not be in super easy direct fire.
That is fair.
I'm also partially worried that I'm gonna just embarrass the shit out of myself because I have no gun experience. So if I go first and I'm just the only one seeing shooting for a second, it'll be awful. So
Okay.
that'll be my turn.
That's
So
fair.
let me give a good breakdown of actions.
Yeah.
Your action turns. Each of your turns is roughly 3 seconds.
Okay.
It represents only that 3 seconds. During each turn, you may undertake one of the following: one complex action and one quick action, one task action and one quick action, or 3 quick actions. Ducking behind cover is a quick action, so you have a complex action that you can do,
Um,
or task action.
yeah, I don't think I have anything I need to do right now that I know of. Just trying to improve my position before I start blasting.
And if you want to blind fire, that would be the complex action if you want to do that. But
Nah.
I just want to make sure that you are aware of all of your options.
Yeah.
Actions and time is in the section right before initiative and actions, chapter 3. So, funny enough, all of you are still going to act before they do.
Oh.
I put
Huh.
them at 5.
I guess we're all a bunch of speedy boys.
Zip
And girls.
them zoom.
And thems. So then it's up to you guys how you want to resolve your turn, or since you're all acting on the same.
Sure, I guess I could go next if everybody's fine with that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just gonna ask questions of placement of the terrain for the city street plus distance of the group that is menacingly walking towards us.
There is what is essentially counts as scattered terrain, which is like a dumpster, a car. There's a few of those sprinkled throughout. You can get to cover easily, and it's about 50 meters between everybody.
Yep.
50
I
meters per
will.
hour. Yeah.
I will move for a bit of cover, and I'm just gonna start shooting at one of these figures that is marching menacingly.
Menacingly.
So I'm going to use my gun skill to do the shoost, which
Gun, gun,
means
gun,
I need
gun.
to get less than an 80 or less.
Guns.
I'm gonna flip that
All
for a 58.
right, 58. That will
Yeah,
hit.
yeah.
Well, they're going to try to dodge, but they're dodging at half. Do they crit?
I
No,
don't think they do.
they do not. All right. So roll damage.
Yeah, I rolled 2d10 plus 10. Or sorry, plus 2. I wish it was plus 10. Oh, 16 damage.
You see that these figures have like some body armor on, but you know that those hit good center mass.
I saw if SmartLink. I forgot to actually check what SmartLink even does. Looks like SmartLink might give a might be a penalty if you don't have SmartLink. And it's a -10 to attack test if you don't have SmartLink. So maybe SmartLink is just. Ooh.
So for the list of ranged modifiers and firing modes, page 207.
Yeah, if you don't have a SmartLink, you have a -10 modifier.
But someone can't hack your smart link.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Alright,
the smart
cool.
link removes a penalty rather than giving a bonus.
Correct.
You basically get aim assist.
Yeah, you get a HUD.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently railguns don't. It's not as part of the thing. Interesting.
something that you know that you can contact Pappy about and get fixed.
True.
But you open up, you definitely deal damage. They are wounded. You can definitely see like these are like blue holograms, and there's like digital blue leaking from them.
Interesting.
But that takes us to our next person.
Uh,
All right. I
uh,
suppose I will.
that's-
Oh.
well, no, go ahead. You can go ahead and take the next turn.
Yeah, I will. Similarly, like move to near available cover and see about taking a shot.
Okay, just a single shot.
Yeah, I'm more experienced with handguns, but not in this time, so I'm gonna be taking it, I guess, easy to start.
Go right ahead.
All right. I gotta roll. I'm just reading through the dice, the order of operations. All right, that should hit, even with the -10 for not having a smart link.
Okay. So, because it's an opposed test, so they're going to attempt to dodge. Now,
Okay, well, I'm
dodging
under
gunfire.
60.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dodging gunfire. They have to cut their dodge skill in half
Okay.
because dodging bullets. You're not Neo. And that would still fail.
Cool.
So you do damage.
It
Roll
is
above.
a superior success,
All right.
which means it gets another 1d6. I'm just looking at the how the determined result works. That's correct, right?
Is that for every gun, or do you have to have something on the gun?
It just puts it in determined result. Attacker superior success. For each superior success, attacker score increase the DV by 1d6.
Then that's what we'll do. Increase the DV by
Okay.
1d6.
This is armor piercing, and I get uh 2d10 plus a d6, I suppose.
What's the armor piercing?
It's the note. The quality of
Railgun.
it being a railgun.
Oh, okay.
I think that means it halves. I didn't look that up lately.
Nope, you're fine. Roll damage.
Yep. 14.
14 damage. Owie. So a lot of that gets through. You definitely drill into this target. Was this a different target or the same one? I don't remember you.
Different one. I'm picking my own for the moment.
Okay. So you put a few rounds into them. They still are standing, but you can see that they are obviously wounded. Next up.
Okay. So effectively, what Arnold wants to do is, is because this is what would actually really work. Find a spot that's between where Osborne set up and then where Matt set up. Find some cover that's actually further away from them, because Arnold heard we're going to the gun range, so Arnold actually put on his battle equipment. So
Okay.
Arnold's rocking around in his actual body armor, running around with his actual battle rifle, and it's going to be, I am long range support. I'm going to fire on
Nice.
targets.
All right. Fire away. Are you firing at multiple targets? One target?
Actually, what is the penalties for doing multiple targets?
So,
The-
It's attacking multiple weapons at once. So if you were to do burst fire, or full auto would be the ways that you would do it.
Okay.
If you look on page 207, you can see that the firing modes lists out how you break that down. If you're burst firing a single target, you can add to your score or add to your damage value. But if you split between two targets, you roll standard. Yeah, it's a standard damage value for both. One roll though, so.
Okay.
then-
Choose either plus 10 hit modifier or increase the damage value by 10. If I do burst, if I do full auto, it's the same thing, but it seems that much. Okay. So we can only do one complex action per turn. Is that
Yep.
effectively what I was?
One
So I couldn't do
complex, one quick.
Okay, so I couldn't do semi-auto and then into another semi-auto because of that.
Correct.
Yeah, no, I will go ahead and take the. Can I take an aim action and then burst fire?
Yep. Aim action is a quick action. Adds plus 10 to your dice roll. Well, to your
Cool.
score. You're modifying your score, not your roll.
Modifying
Point
it to the
distinction.
overall score. Got it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So I'll take an aim action with the burst fire. I'm gonna actually take the plus 10 instead of the extra damage, and I'm going to attempt to spread the shots across the two wounded ones.
All right. Do it up.
So it's a 1d100. I'm looking for a 75. Oh no. I will.
85 is the
What
number
is
of the night, folks.
Yeah, apparently.
seriously?
Yeah.
I will use a flex point and actually flip it to 58.
All right. Both of them are going to attempt to roll dodge. Let's see if either one of them can crit. It's the only way they're getting out of the way. That is a
Ooh.
crit, but not in the good way.
That is
Oh.
he dodges into the bullet face first.
Catch it.
Yes.
Catch it with your teeth.
So as that is a single superior success, you get to add a d6 to the damage value.
Okay.
Um,
I've had a deer dodge my car like that once. Just how they are.
So my
Yeah.
battle
So-
rifle is 2d4 plus, or 2d10 plus 4 plus the d6 then.
I'm gonna say the guy that crit failed, armor doesn't help.
Also
they're
AP
eating
with
full
with
value.
the yeah, also AP because of railgun, but whatever.
Yeah.
So 2d10 plus 1d6 plus 4 is the battle rifle damage.
Oh damn!
Uh,
Where's the +4 coming from?
That's apparently the battle rifle stats, sir.
Yeah, like my sniper rifle does plus 10.
Yeah, if you look under kinetics,
Okay,
it
yeah,
has
no,
the
no,
same.
I see
It's
it.
railguns have
I'm
the
used
same thing as this.
I'm used to
Yeah.
things like the machine pistol that's just like, oh, add an additional d6 that base. I was just like, okay, wait a minute.
Jeez, that's a lot of damage. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
The issue with the not the battle rifle, the sniper rifle is that it operates at a fairly specific range.
I guess I should have had a d6 on my damage as well.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
Do
that.
you have a machine pistol? Okay.
Well, the drawback of the sniper
One.
rifle is that it doesn't lay down that suppressing fire you need.
Yeah, it's a semi-auto only.
Yeah.
I
But
heard
yeah,
we're going to gun range, so I decided to bring a lot of stuff.
so you pull up your BR and one of them like lines up perfectly into your sights, just like right through the head, gone, done. It dissipates in a blue flash. The other one takes a nasty hit, and it's alive. Well, as alive as a hologram can be. It is standing, but it is not doing good.
So we're down one. One's critically injured, and there's two flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Fisk.
We will wait for the gremlins to stop stealing their voice.
Do, 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 do.
Because, battle tactics say we should have a lot of crossfire between everyone. So if the assumption
Oh,
is that
that's-
Osborne's on the left and Matt's is on the right, I'm going to be somewhere down in the middle forming a triangle.
Matt's is just shooting.
I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just
There they
happy to
went.
be here.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
haven't
think
tried eating that in a while.
the gremlins are dealing are assist Mike tonight.
No.
Well, real quick, I'm gonna have the one that is gravely injured. Oh, hello. There you are.
Yeah,
We-
sorry about that.
No, there you are. The gremlins are no longer eating your voice.
Indeed.
Hello.
We are in the middle of combat. You will be. Don't you worry. Quick synopsis. Everyone's in a totally not X-Men Hollow room. Doing a battle sim. This will be over faster than expected, and you can also participate here in a moment.
Uh,
Not with those wounds. This guy's not doing that. All right. Next one is going to attempt a full auto at Arnold. And they're going to full auto for number for their not for damage, but to increase the probability. All right, 43.
I
So now
will
you are the
attempt
defender.
to attempt to take cover.
So I assume dodge is fray?
Yes, dodge is fray.
Okay. Just double checking that.
And then do we get bonuses for me being
They what they get is a like they get a penalty based on the kind of cover, like minor cover, moderate cover, major cover. Everything around you is moderate cover. So
Okay.
they all after everything was said and done with their full auto got a +10.
Okay.
Okay, that's not too bad then. So they're still hitting. So I just roll fray to see how well I can
Yep.
dodge this.
Yep. And your fray score is counted as half. So if you have a 50 in your fray, your actual total is 25.
Nice.
My God, that's an 8.
I needed a 35. Nice.
You did. But
It still hits.
it still hits,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Just curious, when you go to dodge, like, do you possibly lower their extra damage if you're roll enough on your fray, or is it just an all or nothing?
It's an all or
You
nothing.
could.
Okay. I wasn't sure if like you can partial dodge, like they don't nail me in the eye this time, it's just the shoulder. But
This is your standard fare kinetic weapons that they're firing. It's not actual kinetic weapons, but you are going to feel some feedback.
Okay, so what's the damage on it?
They are
11,000.
no.
Huh?
That was
Perish.
standard assault rifle.
Uh,
That's not the
uh.
roll. $20 damage, but your armor has full effect.
Okay, so I have an armor rating of against kinetics. I have an armor rating of 17, so that we only taking 3 damage.
Correct.
nice.
Kind of forget what else I'm supposed to worry about with the 3 damage.
So then we're going to look at your wound threshold.
9.
So as you've not hit that, you do not take a wound and therefore a penalty.
Ah, okay. So I take a -10 penalty.
No,
Or-
if
No,
it
you
did.
don't take a wound.
Oh, okay.
So you're
Okay.
not.
Yeah. A wound is only taken if the inflicted damage after armor from a single attack equals or exceeds the defender's wound threshold. You'll suffer one or more wounds. The wound is scored for each multiple of the wound threshold that damage exceeds.
Or each
So,
multiple of the wound threshold exceeded.
yep.
Interesting.
So if that did 7 damage and your wound threshold was 1, you would take 7 wounds.
Okay. So, but if it did 16, I would effectively take one wound because it only did. Or no. No. Hold on.
No, you're right. With your wound
Nope.
threshold of 9,
I,
if you took 16.
I would only take one wound because the second the overcarry doesn't actually exceed the threshold. But the next attack would
Correct.
go over the threshold and then go over another 9. Okay. I see. Okay.
Okay. But now, moving forward with that, you are injured.
Oh, no. I am injured.
Oh, Jesus. But one more person needs to go on their end. They are going to full auto at. We're gonna full auto at the Fury Morph.
That's a bad idea.
Yep. You're behind moderate cover. They're going to full auto for increased, not damage, but the to hit. They rolled a 9, so they technically succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your fray at half.
Which is okay. Okay, cool. Roll. Cool, I succeed with a 26.
Damn, what's your fray? Is it 60?
Half my fray is 35.
Your fray is 70. Damn, nice.
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh, this is how I don't get shot, huh? Okay.
Yep.
It do. And you do it. They open up on your position and you swerve away and it pounds the shit out of the trash can that you're using as cover. But you take no damage.
And some cool, I don't know, Matrix music starts playing.
Almost brings me back. Takes a long drink.
But with that going on, Maka, you
Yes.
have been staring at several of the devices used to create the holograms. There were these wrist braces that everyone had to put on their wrist. And everyone complained about it slightly stabbing them. That way it could get a scan of their morph, and it scans their gear. It's all very fascinating. Then you start hearing gunfire. So now,
Oh, dear.
and the gunfire is coming from the mock battle that's being set up. You can, if you would like, grab your gun, run in, and just shoot something. Or if you want to wait and see if they'll do another one, also fair.
She's just gonna Leroy this, I think.
I'm about to say, how adventurous is Mako?
Jenkins,
Send a
apparently.
drone in.
I don't have a drone right now.
Yes, one of the many things that you have on your list of things to do.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Oh my god, she just ran right in.
Oh my god, she just ran right in. So you run in, you see that there are 3 targets at the end of about 50 meters, one of which looks like they're on death's door, the other 2 look fine. They're all armed with assault rifles and are with holding moderate body armor. What would you like to do?
Well, pick the closest one. As she is trying to move to the nearest cover while firing a full auto SMG burst.
Full
Very-
auto.
Yes.
Are you full autoing for effect or for probability? So when you full auto, you can either add 30 to your score or 2d10 to the damage value.
To hit.
Okay, going to hit. So they aren't in cover. They're just kind of marching at you.
Yes. That's maiden. And the shooting is there. We go. Oh, that's a pretty good roll.
It is a nice roll. They're going to attempt dodge because they have fray at half. Don't get any extra damage on it, but you are like, based on how you are shooting, you should hit them.
Mhm.
88 critical failure. Cool. So we're not going to worry about his armor value.
No,
Which one were you shooting at? The already injured one or one of the fresh?
Let's take the already injured one.
All right. Or go ahead and roll the damage on your submachine gun.
Indeed. 6 damage.
That's enough to put him in the ground because he's already pretty fucked up. So you turn the corner, you move to cover. You're next to, I'll say you're next to Morgan. And then you pop up out of cover and just dump half the mag into the poor bastard limping along, and they just become blue bits as they dissipate.
Yes, staggering vector-like rate of fire.
Now, just so that I know where you're at in the actual initiative order, if you could, please put in the dice rolling chat your intuition plus reflexes divided by 5.
Oh shit, it does auto calculate that. Divided by 5, you said?
Yes.
18.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, you said intuition plus reflexes divided by 5. Oh, no, rank, not the aptitude check, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoops.
Aptitude check would be slightly different.
Faced.
Divided by 5.
Ratatosk, is
should
that
be
you?
done.
Okay. 6. That's
Yeah.
fine. 6 is what I expected.
18 is like, what kind of drugs are you on?
Yeah, no shit. This is like, oh, I'm dosing on murder.
Combat drugs.
Yes, and murder is you can afford an addiction to murder.
Hmm.
All of you can afford an addiction to murder. Jesus.
Osborne already has an addiction to murder.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. But with that, we go back to the top of the round, which is Morgan.
Okay.
One of your compatriots just ran up to the cover that you're at and just mag dumped the poor bastard in front.
Oh, hey, Mako.
You?
I'll lean out from the cover, drawing my polygun in its heavy pistol mode to fire at the next most injured hologram. At least attempt to. Assuming there is one that is the next most injured.
No, the other two haven't been touched.
Oh, okay. Whichever one's closest then.
They're equidistant, so you're fine either way.
Okay. Let's see. I'm rolling just. Was it reflexes for guns? Yeah, just reflexes. But I do have a
You're
modifier.
defaulting.
Yeah. What actually are there penalties to defaulting other than only rolling the aptitude? I don't remember.
No, there's you can't I don't think you can critically succeed in combat check, but I'm not worried about that right now.
Oh, okay. Um, so I have a 25 reflexes with my modifier, so it's not awful, but definitely worse than if I were actually trained.
That's the glorious thing about full auto though, is that that 25 goes to 55.
Oh man, maybe I should have tried the machine pistol, but I do have a pistol for now though. I'm
I think the
expecting there
heavy
to
pistol
be.
can also full auto.
It can burst, I think. Let me see. I put it on my sheet earlier. Actually, if it can fall out, that'd be crazy.
I put on the
Heavy
mid.
pistol.
Oh, it
Yeah.
can. Oh, it
Yeah,
can.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
yeah. Even the medium pistol can full auto.
Yeah, with the medium and heavy. What's the point of the machine pistol? I mean, I guess it has a lot more ammo.
Better ammo capacity, I suppose.
Also
Yeah.
better damage.
What was the benefit for burst fire again?
Plus 10 for burst. For full auto, it's plus 30.
Oh, okay. I assume the difference is just that it takes more ammunition too.
Yes,
Correct.
it eats 10 bullets.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I'll do.
you'd empty your mag on the heavy pistol. You'd have to reload.
Yeah. Well, since it's a railgun, ammo is actually doubled, so it only use half of it.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Which is nice. So I didn't actually know about that aspect of railguns until a few minutes ago when I was inputting the information. I found that. I think that alone is actually really nice, along with all of it being armor piercing.
Yep.
Storing in smaller metal darts is takes less
Yeah,
space.
and 1.5 times range.
Hmm.
So it is. You said it was plus 30.
Plus 30 for full auto. Yep.
Okay, so rolling at 55. Come on, Dice Maiden. Or it just didn't.
I believe.
Dice Maiden is typing. I'll
Wonk,
track.
wonk.
Oh, 98.
So,
Oh no.
Well, it's not a critical failure.
nope. You're not used to handling it.
No.
Especially not handling one of these polyguns. Feels a little weird in your hands, but you're like, that looked like it worked. Let's go full auto, let's go full bore, and you outline them. But that's about it. So
Oh, like I hit around the hologram, but not actually the hologram.
correct.
Oh.
And like it's almost comical if it wasn't for the fact that you feel a little sad about it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, a lot of people saw that. Just gonna dip back behind the cover.
But then sixes. That's all of you and none of them. So who would like to go next?
I will commit a violence.
Do it.
Fury
Commit
morph.
great violence.
Fury morph.
I will.
Fury.
I will. How far away are they?
At this point, they have moved. They're only using the quick action to move. They're at 40.
40. How do I know what the distance I can move is?
So
I believe that's based on your agility
I have a
or
base is
reflexes.
4, full is 20, rush is 24. So I'm assuming that is outside of range
correct
for me to
So
move
they're,
and attack and melee. So that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna try this full auto thing since that's what all the kids are doing these days.
Yeah.
to hit or for effect.
For effect, of course.
Understandable.
Yeah. I want to watch somebody get fucking deleted. Whenever Dice Maiden. Okay, cool. Thank
Wakes
you,
up.
Dice Maiden. Oh, it tried to roll and then it choked. There we go. 77 out of 80. I
Okay.
think that was a success.
Yes, it's a critical success.
Yeah.
Ladies and
Something
gentlemen,
like that.
critical success doubles the damage value. You
Does
full
it
auto.
stack with superior?
Audibly wet.
It does. It also stacks with full auto.
Oh, geez.
Full auto is it's plus 2d10?
2d10. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
So that's a double superior success. So that's 2d6, 2d10. Those get doubled, and then your base damage value. All that.
He's doing a great murder.
There's a lot of damage.
okay,
out.
so that's okay. So 2d6, which becomes 4d6. The 2d10 from the full auto becomes 4d10, plus the base damage, which is doubled. So that is okay. That's 8d10. Does the flat value of the +2 get doubled as well? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. That's a 46 plus 8d10 plus 4 for 65 kinetic damage.
God. God. You rip up them. You actually watch it like separate as the hologram becomes 2. You hear a sharp whistle, and I've tested, or I would whistle on here. This mic doesn't pick it up.
Yeah, please, please. I don't care what your mic is. Please don't whistle unless you're in like a professional environment. Let it be a PSA to anybody out there. It never sounds good like you think it's going to.
No.
Spare your friends. Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But you hear a whistle from the intercom as she's definitely liking what you just did there.
In my head, like just,
In
Could do
in
it.
the
I could
arms
do it.
of an angle.
But there's one target left, and 3 of you still have turns.
Mind if I finish him off?
Go ahead.
Because this one's still
Yeah.
already injured, right?
I
No,
mind.
that's a fresh one.
This is
Oh,
fresh.
it's a fresh one?
Yeah.
Well, I am also going to full auto for effect. I am inspired by Mr. Military.
Oh my god, everyone's
Can't wait to see
firing
this
for full
99
auto.
show up on these dice.
Oh my god, I would actually die.
Double zeros.
Just a 9.
It's not. It's an 09. I could flip it to miss, you know.
If you want to,
I
yeah.
If you want to, I'm not gonna tell you
No.
not to.
And then full auto for effects was.
Well, we have to see if they can dodge it.
Oh right, they might be able to.
Yep. Their skill's a 25 after having it divided in half. Nope.
Get wrecked.
I mean, you know, it's only a 1/4 chance. All right.
There are worse odds out there in the galaxy.
Yeah,
Fire modes. Just
it can always
it
get worse in the
was
galaxy.
cone weapons do fun things.
They do.
Can you remind me what the damage boost of full auto was?
2d10.
2d10. Okay, so I'm essentially doubling my damage. 22?
And you have
Armor
that's
piercing.
railgun, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It is a rail pistol. I like these.
You tear into it. They are still standing, but they are fucked up.
Okay.
You
Well,
put a bunch of wounds on them.
I softened them up for you.
Cool. Arnold will go. Arnold.
All right.
Well, Arnold will take a quick action aim. And then we'll also decide to do actual burst fire for effect.
All right. So plus d10 to damage, plus 10 to your hit.
No.
Which
You
what
kidding me?
is what is
Are you
your
serious? I critically fail by going over by 1 point.
all right?
Damn.
That is unfortunate. You pull up, you're feeling good, but all that time, assembling, reassembling, making sure that you were familiar with everything. You're confident in this, and then ticks on you. Just fucking jams right there. You didn't think a railgun would be able to jam, but it finds a way. Life finds a way. You have to. I think. I'm gonna say you have to spend your next complex action to clear it.
There's a reason why we carry backups.
I imagine you just hear a fizzle as like the coils aren't engaging. Or I guess the rails aren't engaging because railgun.
So that
Warning lights,
leaves it
warning
to.
lights and hazards going off. What do you
One of
mean, Miss Trigger Pull?
one of the magnets' polarity is reverse projectiles just like suspended in the barrel.
Don't look.
I have a fucking squib in my own fucking railgun. Ha, damn it!
Look down the barrel. See where the jam's at.
Yeah.
Wait for flash.
Uh, smile for the flash. Just on the fucking muzzle of the gun. That takes us to uh Mako. Mako. Watch one of them get ripped in half, and then someone comes up, fires. It hits them, they're still standing. Next guy comes up. I'll take care of it. Tick. And then you see red lights on the gun going off.
Son of a bitch!
Well, so how much ammo did in full auto take again?
Full auto takes 10.
Okay, well I can do this 5 more times. So she is going to full auto again to hit.
Alright.
Yeah. I feel like railguns, it seems like, are just better versions of the gun.
But they
Yes.
cannot be smart ammo, I think.
Yeah, but like that doesn't seem too bad.
Well, that is a success, barely.
Well, barely still gets you a critical success.
Yay!
So
Double
see.
damage, right?
Yeah, they cannot physically succeed a fray check because your crit would be higher than what they could possibly roll, even if they crit.
So double dice value or double final result?
Double dice value. Double roll like
So
doubling
roll
the
4.
result is fine. It's not nearly as fun as rolling a fistful of dice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And don't forget, full
Oh.
auto also gives you an extra 2d10. Yay!
Well, I just fired for hitting, not for effect.
Oh, that's right.
Well, 24 damage either way. So
And that would do it. Because you have a railgun too, right?
real SMG.
So tear into them, they fall over and dissipate. You all hear clapping over an intercom as Tabitha goes, "Fun, right? You guys want to step it up a notch? You have something that's a little smarter?"
Let me clear this jam real quick.
Yeah, I
Fucking
mean,
son of a bitch.
Clear the jam, no problem. It's annoyance at best.
Basically.
But if people want to get out of the pool, they can. If people want to step it up, feel free to stick around, and I'll get you some new friends.
Well, it's not dangerous, right? So I'll give it a try. Just don't judge me.
There.
Yeah, you're stepping out of your comfort zone. Just gotta get you used to the firefight. Now, mind you, most of you are, we'll say, civilian. So a firefight will probably, like an actual firefight, will probably make you shit your pants. I was there once. God, it was awful. But you get used to it, like that one. Osborne, right?
Yeah.
Up. Welcome back.
hello. Okay.
Hi.
I was not transmitting for some reason. My
Gotcha.
apologies. Because I was saying things and people just were not responding.
But no, that one, Osborne here, he's familiar with the firefight. You won't have to worry about him stinking up the cabin.
Which is why I'm going to get out of the pool. Because I don't want to do it for them. And I will leave the training room.
That's fair.
All right.
Yes. Let the new kids figure their shit out.
I mean, I'd be okay with it, but like, I feel like, would it be bad to grab my rifle?
No,
I know
you're-
they're cautious about me using it in the ship.
this bulkhead's a little more reinforced. If I mean, that is its intention. Now, if you have ordnance or anything explosive, dear God, I hope Pappy didn't give anyone any of that.
Not yet.
That's where we start running into problems.
Yeah, no, I'm not even interested in anything like that anyway. I didn't bring my rifle with me, so I'd have to step out to go get that anyway.
I mean, they have one on loan. I'll pay for it. I'll pull the rep for that.
Okay.
Osborne,
Are
you
you
want to
guys
join me up
better
here and
with-
watch your friends?
Sure.
What do they call it? Fire support or something? I'm not sure if that's like a specific term or what have you.
You're the designated marksman at this point.
Sure. I am designated a marksman. A thumbs up.
Designated as a marksman. I guess. Isn't everybody with a gun basically that?
Well, you
Kinda
guys
assume
would be
so, I guess.
something like that. Not necessarily. Depends on the
But
training
anyway.
methods that you work with.
what was that?
It depends on the training manuals you work with.
Gotcha. Mako Arnold, you staying in the pool?
Sure.
I'll definitely work on taking on a little bit more. This will definitely be a lot better than any training I did back on Old Earth.
You don't happen to have like a drone or something you can have on the loan?
No, I don't. That's not. It's people bring those here themselves. This is primarily just a shooting range.
Hmm.
Uh,
Fair enough.
I mean, I know someone who works with drones. I might be able to get her to bring one.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'll figure it out soon enough.
Alrighty. All of you take this chance to reload. I'll get them rezzed in.
Yep. Get my the gun, the loan gun, the gun loan.
It clearly takes me a little longer than it should to reload to get there.
Will regrettably
Morgan.
join her in the viewing room.
Yeah, hey Morgan, this is,
Yes.
here's a couple of tricks I've learned. You could probably help you work with making sure you have a better chance of operating your gun.
All right.
So I spent like 2 minutes explaining how to do things for Morgan, so she has at least a slightly better chance of operating the gun.
Cool. Thanks.
Do you have a thing that gives a buff for giving someone instruction?
No, but technically speaking, that is actually what my character did before they went into the freeze.
No, that's fair. I just wanted to.
I think
just
it's
wanted
just
to see if
thematic.
there was I just wanted to see if you were also getting mechanical benefit out of it.
Really,
I am
it's
not,
very-
unfortunately.
The instructional video is just reloading tactically a vacuum cleaner.
I love those so much.
So, Osborne, you go and sit down next to her, and you see that she has a data pad coming up, and you can see that she is loading in 4 enemies again, but she's giving them different loadouts.
Okay.
You see 2 what you know to be shotguns.
Okay.
All right, here they come. For this one, let's have folks roll a d10.
And then add our initiative, right?
Yes. I didn't realize everyone, with the exception of one person, was at a 6.
That does get a little awkward.
It
Let's
just
see.
worked out that way.
Oh my
Hey, that's not
god.
terrible. We're gonna all be at 14 this time.
Please, no.
Since I want a little bit of extra ammunition when I reload, I will reconfigure my poly pistol into its medium pistol form and swap this
Liana,
magazine
please, for the love of God, roll a 6 so that you can get 14 too.
too.
Well, if Morgan rolls a 6, she has a plus 8.
For 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
exactly what
you
No.
guys were rolling.
Oh, so close.
Damn it.
I tried.
Damn it. Mako.
You try
turn.
your best, but you don't succeed.
Oof.
Okay.
9999.
So, yeah.
Oh, they got 2 14s as well.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
You're in danger.
Yeah, you guys are set up, so you would be going first this round, and then we'll worry if they're still standing. We'll worry about it after. So, do the 2 7 8. So let's get in. So we get those actual names. Go. All right. So technically speaking, Arnold and Matt get to have the initiative. They get to decide who goes first. 4 new people, 4 new bodies res. Some of them moving faster than last and in much better armor. 2 of them up front, armed with shotguns.
I guess is one of the better armored ones using shotgun or both or?
Both are all 4 of them are in better armor. So.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All 4 of them are in even armor.
What about the last 2? Are they just wasting battle rifle or standard assault rifles?
Standard assault rifles.
Okay. Do you want to go first, Matt, or?
Sure, I'll fire the first shot. I'll Han Solo this. They're within 10 meters.
No, they are not
No.
within 10 meters. They are they're 50 meters away at this point.
Okay. In that case, I will fire on one of the ones with the shotgun.
All right, do it up.
I will expend my quick action to aim.
Nice. That's a good roll.
Ooh, do I want to flex that to make it 51?
Would that make it up closer to your overall?
Oh yeah, much.
Would-
I'm at a 70.
I'll
Yeah, I'm
back
gonna do that. I'm gonna spend the it's vigor, right?
It'd be vigor or the flex.
I'll use the vigor to start.
All right. They're going to attempt to get a crit on the dodge. They do not.
All right, so I get an extra d6. And roll like crap. That's gonna be 25 armor piercing.
Good amount of damage goes into them. They are still standing. You definitely can tell that the armor they're carrying is a little hardier.
Yeah.
But AP is AP.
Yeah, just mechanically, does that just have everything?
It just has it.
Okay.
Arnold is going to take from his position. He's going to take aim, adjust his LPVO so he can actually get a little bit better sight picture, and he's going to full auto fire again. He's going to full auto fire 4 damage against the other shotgun wielder,
Gotcha.
the untouched one. So 100. Ooh, do I want a flak? How many vigor
That would
points
go
do
to
I have?
50.
That would go to 50 because with the yeah, actually, yeah, because if that goes to 50, I'd be 5 points away from my guns. I'll use one of my vigors to flip it. So I'll go to 50.
Get that extra d6.
Okay.
I'm going to
Do they
attempt
get
to
it?
get critical. They do not.
Okay, so that will be 5d10 plus 1d6 plus 4. And this is with AP.
Was this the same guy as well? God.
No, I'm shooting
He'll
I'm
die.
shooting the uninjured one.
Gotcha. Hang on, I have to double check the math on that. He falls over. He's not dead per se.
Taking that many shots right there in his chest at quick succession, yeah, he
Certainly
gets a
not
knockback.
happy.
Yeah, he might be unconscious. But we'll go to Goon 1 and 2. Goon 1 is one of the guys up front with a shotgun. He's going to use a complex action, and he is going to run for the moderate cover. So he's going to advance his 20 and get behind a dumpster.
Okay.
So complex action to run, quick action to get behind cover. That is his turn. Goon 2 is one of the assholes with the assault rifle. They are going to attempt to open up on you using full auto. They are going to target. They're gonna target Arnold there.
Perfectly fine.
They are full autoing for aim. All right, fray at half.
Okay. 100. That is a fail.
All right, you are taking the damage. 2d10 plus 2. This is rail rounds.
These are rail rounds. Interesting.
This is pod racing.
Okay. I did have 3 damage taken from last time. This will now meet a wound threshold, so I take 1 wound.
It's only on each instance, so it doesn't add up. So if
Oh,
after
okay.
armor,
Yeah, no. I
So
take 6 damage.
how does individual damage work then?
so you can still get to your durability. Once you hit your durability, you're unconscious.
Ah, okay. So it's still worth keeping an eye on that. Just
Yeah.
Okay.
you
So
don't have to worry
I
about
just take 9
wounds very
damage.
often.
Yeah. I take 9 damage after the modifiers for AP. Or I take 6 damage after modifiers, which brings my damage to 9. Not enough for a wound,
Yep.
but
So you've taken 9.
definitely like, yeah, no, I'm glad I decided to bring the toolkit today.
Yeah. Like you aren't actually like there aren't bullets going through you, but like you're definitely feeling like something in your nervous system shock you. And like
in
the
the
pain
spots where it would hit,
isn't
it's like, oh, okay.
yeah. The pain isn't as intense, but you can feel like it's affecting your nervous system. Like with
Right.
each of this, like you're being shocked, and you think by the cuff as it
Would make sense.
hits your nervous system to kind of like slow you down or like
Simulate
deliver.
things.
Yeah,
Like simulate how you would be hindered by being injured.
correct. But you're still trucking. Alrighty. That brings us to Morgan.
All right. Can you remind me how things are looking? I assume if I didn't go anywhere, am I just in the cover I was in before?
Yeah, you're in the cover that you were in before. So what you're
Perfect.
looking at is one of the guys that there were two guys that were rushing down the street. One of them got laid out. The other one got hurt, but then ran into cover.
Yeah.
There are two individuals in the back, one of which just opened up and hit Arnold.
Oh, okay. Well, the one that hit Arnold might still be vulnerable compared to the one that's in cover, I assume. So we'll go for
Yep.
that one. I have a range of 45. I'm not sure how far away they are.
They are 50.
Okay. Do I get a penalty or am I not able to hit them?
So you'll take a penalty. If I
Okay.
scroll to the right spot, I can tell you what that penalty is. So beyond your range, it is a minus 10 per range increment. And if you're using a kinetic weapon, which you are, it's a minus 10 it's a minus 1d10 to your damage value.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Is the other one that came up the street that's in cover visible at all, or are they fully outside of my sight?
The one that came up, like, he's in cover, but he moved up the street. He moved up the street 20, so he's within your range.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was
But
asking, like, is he in cover and that part of him is hidden or all of him is hidden?
he's in cover and part of him is hidden. It'd be a minus 20 because he's behind moderate cover.
Oh, okay. So actually in this case, well, the penalty's worse for the one in cover, but I do less damage if I do hit the one that's further away.
Correct.
Also, the one that's in cover is also already hurt, so any damage towards him will probably knock him out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, I'll give that a try then. So I'm at minus 20. I'll try burst fire this time. How much was that? It was plus 10 if it's
Yep.
for
It's plus 10
accuracy.
if you want the accuracy. You can also take a
Okay.
quick action to aim to make it basically the cover penalty needed with the burst fire.
Oh, perfect. I'll do that also.
So you're rolling at 25 still.
Yeah, about 25. And oh, like the aim and the modifiers from aim and burst fire, like together negate the 20.
The cover bonus. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. Critically failed. I got an 88.
Oh,
Come up, you pull the trigger, and tink, and then red lights start flashing on the gun.
that's
Oh,
never
you've
a
got to
good
be kidding
noise.
me. But Pappy told me this wasn't supposed to happen with railguns. I'll scramble back behind the cover and try to figure it out. But
Yeah.
how much ammo does burst fire use again?
Double check that. Burst fire uses up 3 shots.
Okay. Okay, pass turn while I fiddle with this.
Goddamn fucking son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That takes us to Mako.
Yes, she is good. Was there any cover nearby?
Yes. It's all
Oh.
moderate cover.
Yeah, well, she is going to move into cover, and then she is going to, well, continue her favorite action.
Full auto.
Full auto for hitting.
Who
Are
are
you
you
aiming
targeting?
at the guy behind cover, or are you aiming at one of the guys in the back?
If I aim at the one in cover, could I do an aim action before, even if I moved?
Correct.
Your quick
Oh.
action is eaten by you taking cover.
Cool. Okay,
that's
so
right.
now then I'm gonna aim to someone that isn't in cover.
Okay. And you're using a submachine gun, so they're within range.
And I succeed in hitting.
Let's see if they can get out of the way. Ray at half. They try to, but it's not a critical success. So roll damage.
All right. 15.
15 damage. You're using rail, so you dig into them. It definitely looks like it hurt them, but you can also tell that they have a lot better armor than the last guys.
Excellent. Unsurprisingly.
Yep. Goon 3 is going to continue being on the floor. Goon 4 is in the back. Going to full auto at 2 of you in cover. So they only get a plus 10 at the end of the day. So 100. Dice Man's gonna choke, so I'm just gonna prep the roll. Yep. $93, that plus 10 does them no good. They spray the dumpster that you're both hiding behind for Matthew, and I believe Arnold's next to you, or no, Arnold took a different position,
Arnold took a
so
different
it would have been
position.
yeah, so it would have been whoever's next to Morgan.
Marco did just take the
Arnold
closest cover
moved
she
to a
could.
different position.
So.
Yeah. Doesn't matter, but because no one got hit, because they rolled like dog shit. Osborne,
Yeah.
what are you doing while you're watching?
I mean, I'm watching this.
Judging.
Only a little bit. He understands not everybody has the experience he has. He's also trying to work out how he feels about Tabitha.
Cool. Give me a kinesics.
Oh, shit. All right. I mean, pretty sure that roll is really bad for me.
I believe it is, but
Oh, it is. Okay. That's a savvy roll. I want to believe. I failed by a lot. Got a 73 when I was looking for a 15 or less.
she's just got a stupid face. Just look at her smiling. It's stupid. You're not angry. You're annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
She's just smiling along, watching this go on.
Yeah.
You have that. There's you know, or have a good inclination that she's afflicted, but there's that thing in the back of your head that's just like, you could reach out, you could try.
Not gonna do that. I'm gonna resist it.
Gonna resist it?
Yeah, because I don't trying to be principled here, not going rooting around in anybody's fucking head.
No, that's fine.
Plus, she already painted some pictures. I don't think I need to go rooting around in her head.
You'll learn some things.
You will learn some things.
Yeah, I think he's at that point where he's trying to decide, is his imagination or the truth worse?
That's a good question.
The voice in the back of your head goes, "Come on,
come on." But we'll go back to the initiative. So that's back to our two intrepid gunslingers.
Matt.
Matt and Arnold. M names.
Matt, take out the one that's closest.
Yeah, I will do so. I'm gonna How far are they? 20 meters?
30 at this
30?
point.
30 meters? Yeah, I'll take aim at him.
So they're behind
Is he
moderate
behind
covers.
cover?
So, yep, behind
Okay.
moderate cover, so minus 20. Are you full autoing?
It's a sniper
rifle.
rifle. I hope not.
Oh, I had forgot you were using your sniper.
That's a 100.
Oh no.
How bad do you need this guy dead, Tarek?
I need to double check something.
That's the wrong
I have a
name,
flex
by
point,
the way.
so
Wrong
this
name,
isn't
by
like
the way.
only war rules. We're 100. What?
Wrong name, by the way.
Okay.
No, you're right. Sorry, Arnold.
That's
So I found out what I looked at what I needed to check. The system is not 1 to 100. It's 0 to 99.
So I rolled a
Oh no. A 99 is a
1.
critical failure.
Yeah, but he rolled
No, I rolled a
zeros.
0. I
Yeah,
rolled a
so-
0.
So it's a critical success. However,
Oh shit.
yeah, I had to double check.
It's the worst critical success, but it is a critical
Yeah.
success.
Test 0. Yep. Okay, so it is the worst critical success that you could roll, but
More critical than any other success.
you're still firing a gun at them, so they still have their score divided in half.
Yeah. Does a critical beat the dividing in half bit?
No, but a critical means that they have to get a critical.
Okay, that's what I mean. Like, if they roll like a 35, and that would succeed, is that better than a critical? Was what I was
No,
asking.
no, because it's still a critical. Critical still snub everything else.
Okay.
68. No. All right. So, you're putting a sniper round through this poor bastard. And as it's a critical, it means double damage.
Cool.
Whether it's a superior roll? Does that also mean there's an
Nope.
extra
No.
D6?
God, no.
No.
It's double zeros. It's the worst
It's-
kind of critical. However, it does do 60 damage.
Yeah, a critical is still a
Fucking
critical.
blast this man's head off.
Armor piercing.
You like his head's right here, just right about there, right? Yeah, and then blam, and then it's just a blue spray of pixels and vector graphics as they slump out of the cover.
Pictures ain't the only thing I take.
Cool. Um,
4 out of 10 on the one-liner.
Shut the fuck up.
Arnold will actually
Did you go into camera? I am.
and
Wait, this
Arnold
is
will actually
cool.
run over to Morgan.
Yes.
Will quickly hand her his pistol.
Just another gun. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. And if you'll allow Arnold to do it, Arnold will take care of your gun.
Sounds good.
Arnold, you're noticing a pattern. These railguns just keep fucking jamming.
Which is surprising. You'd think that would be the opposite.
Did you get sold some shit ass railguns?
Maybe.
Mine work just fine. I don't know
I
what
did-
the problem is.
Shut the fuck up about that shit over there.
All right, but you're gonna use your complex action to unjam the gun.
I will use my my action to unjam Morgan's gun while she has my gun.
Okay. You handed Morgan a pistol, right?
Yeah, I decided to come with
Okay.
full kit, so there's also a shotgun on my back, but that's besides the point.
Gotcha. I just wanted to make sure. It's just like Morgan, fucking Arnold walks up. Is like, here's this AK. Meanwhile, you have been handling what is essentially Glocks.
Yeah.
The funny part is shooting a rifle will be a lot easier than shooting a Glock.
Hmm.
But it is more intimidating if you don't know what you're doing. It's bigger.
And that's why I handed out my. That's why I handed you my pistol.
And remember, kids, it's not the size that matters; it's the motion of the ocean. This has been your dick joke of the day. Moving forward, can't promise it will be the last. Moving forward,
I can promise it won't.
the the first goon is down. He is now missing the upper half of his cranium. Goon in the back is going to attempt to full auto the where Morgan and Arnold are currently hunkering down. They're going to full auto to try to walk it between the two of you. Going to prep another roll. Dice Maiden is not having it today. Oh dear God.
That's a critical failure.
Oh,
Looks like-
about that 0 to 99.
Yep. So they pull up, they go to fire, and tick, and then blue lights are flashing on theirs. And
Are we in
they,
Tempore or slapstick comedy?
it looks like slapstick. They are going to use their quick action to get into cover. It's like, oh no.
That didn't work like I wanted to.
But back to Morgan.
All right. Wait, what kind of pistol is this that you gave me?
It is a railgun pistol, so it's basically like your poly, but railgun.
What
It-
is it?
lot more.
Light or heavy or medium?
Medium.
Like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking mostly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so same stats as my medium one, since it's also a railgun.
Yep.
Is the target I shot at before still there? Sorry, I have a hard time keeping track of multiple enemies in a theater of the mind sometimes.
No, you're fine. No, they are eviscerated on the ground.
Oh, okay. We'll go for a different one then.
Yep. Which will put you at that reduced range modifier, unless you wanted to move up.
I could move up, especially if there is another piece of cover to be behind, because it
Yep.
seems like a good idea.
There is plenty of cover. It's every 10 meters there is a thing for cover. Mailbox, dumpster, car.
Yeah, I'll hustle my way forward and try to get into the next piece of cover. They use my quick action, so I don't think I can aim unless I can take two of those. I actually don't remember.
You can take multiple quick actions, but if you do that, you're not going to be able to fire.
Oh, okay. Well, that would defeat the purpose then. So I'll take cover and then fire. I'll do burst fire again. That seems to be a happy medium between having an accuracy bonus and not using all of someone else's ammo.
Yep. This individual is not in cover, so you
Perfect.
don't have to worry about anything there. Arnold, Morgan takes the gun, looks up from beyond the cover, and then walks around you as she moves up roughly 10 meters. She ran off with your gun.
You
I
know
mean, it
what?
was
It's a
handed to me, I
firefight.
assume I'm
This
supposed
is
to give it to it?
actually part of the process. This is a part of the thing. I'm not freaking out.
Yeah, like I'm gonna come back with it once I use it.
Yeah, like legitimate how tactics should be working. It's like your gun's not working. Here's another one. Get fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I rolled a 60 though, so I missed, but not
Uh,
terribly this time. It wasn't
Nope.
critical.
Didn't jam it.
Yeah,
So you spray just 3 quick bullets. It hits the face, not the face. It hits the building next to them. They
fail, hit 'em right in the
react to you
face.
shooting at them negatively. Mako.
Yes. Well, I still have like 4 rounds of this, so gonna continue. But
Do you want to shoot?
now,
Good.
now I'm going, because I'm already in cover now, I am going to aim and shoot at the one in cover to remove their bonus, right?
So your aim will. They're in moderate cover, so they have. They subtract your score by -20. You're aiming, so you have +10. So you're at -10. But you're saying you're full autoing. Are you full autoing to hit or for effect?
To hit.
Okay. So then you're at a +20. 31.
So I should hit. Unless they dodge, I guess.
Unless they dodge.
Pom pom
They
pom.
are being shot at, so that's difficult. And they fail. So edge.
15 damage.
Not bad. Not bad. Consistent.
Few rounds dig into them. They fuck, damn it. But then that takes it to the other goon. They're going to jump to cover. And then they're going to take a burst shot at Morgan.
Not like this.
They're at a -10 in total. That gets there. So roll fray.
Let's see, where's
So
there,
it's
both
your
are,
fray skill, and
okay,
then
30. Oh, it's a little more since the sheet calculates some things, but it doesn't actually add modifiers to aptitudes into things, so I need to not forget about that. So with that,
Oh,
my
right.
fray is okay. So it's 25 reflexes, double to 50.
and then divided by half
Um,
because you're dodging bullets.
Yeah, well, plus my 10. So 60 down to 30. Since I have
So-
some breaks in it.
Yeah. So
Yep.
you're looking for a crit.
Nope. 78.
All right. You are taking the full effect of a railgun assault rifle. So 2d10 plus 2.
Oh, please no.
Oh, actually, it's 2d10 and a d6. Because it's a
No.
superior. 6 plus 2. 20 damage. So then you whatever armor that
Wow.
you
Ow.
do you have any
Hurt.
armor?
I don't believe I have armor.
That
Ooh.
painful.
I don't remember how damage actually works.
So what it would do is it would check your armor. Your armor would subtract from that damage value. So if you had an armor of 5, mind you, they have AP, but so we'll say it's 10. If you had an armor of 10 with AP, it goes down to 5. You subtract the 5 from the 20, 15 damage. However, you say that you have nothing.
Yes.
So that's full 20 damage that hits you. What's your morph's durability?
35.
Okay. That fucks your shit up. What
Yes.
is your wound threshold?
7.
7? So you
Ooh.
take 2 wounds, almost take a third.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember. Like, where do I actually mark this on the sheet? That's what I've been looking for.
If
Damage,
you're looking
right-
for the base sheet, it's in like the center top. You have damage
Oh,
taken
here we
and
go.
wounds.
There it is. All right, so I took 20 damage and I have 2 wounds.
do you have meta sheets?
Yes.
Okay. So meta sheets allow you to ignore 1 wound. So you're only at a -10 for everything now.
Oh, okay, that helps a lot.
Yes, machines are good. If you were in a synth morph, you automatically get to ignore the first wound, and then machines allow you to ignore a second.
Yeah, because you can
Rogues
just
are
turn
good.
off your pain receptors.
Yep, but then it starts
Sucks
actually
off.
affecting how you work.
But yeah, like, because stuff's just broken.
But that's the end of them because the other guy's still on the ground taking a nap.
Does that actually hurt me, or does it just, like,
You
make me really sluggish and stuff?
you feel it zap you. Like you know that it hurts, but you know that it would hurt a lot more.
So
Yeah.
you are the GIF you sent in chat.
Yes, the Asuka one.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that lance.
I don't think
Oh.
I don't think they shocked the lance of longness against you though.
Real quick.
Yeah, I assume it doesn't hurt that much.
Oh no, they burst fire to hit. Never mind. Ignoring that. Moving forward. We have Matt and Arnold.
What do we got left on? I guess I'll shoot at the guy that just
There's
shot
one
at
guy in cover, or they're both in cover now,
Liana.
aren't they?
Yep.
Okay.
So if you want to fire at the one that just shot at Morgan, not Liana, wrong game.
Morgan. Yeah, I'm sorry. I am using
Names are
people's
hard.
names, and that one isn't in there, so I forget.
Damn, if I could play Liana in this, it would be a lot easier.
Yeah, no, I don't. Ignore me. I'm
Yeah, I could only fit
Man,
so
if I
many
could be a
names
Battle
in
Space
that.
today.
Marine while I was
Yeah.
in here, that'd be great.
Holy shit.
I mean, you technically could with a buff enough morph.
That's true.
So
I think the Olympians would simultaneously cream and shit themselves.
a little bit, yeah.
Anyway,
They're in moderate cover, so -20.
gonna shoot at Morgan's attacker. Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to take a quick action to aim?
Naturally.
Okay. Got to double check.
Yep.
You always tell me.
21 under 60.
Okay. Let's see if they can crit or get higher. They fail. All right. Roll damage. God.
Wow, damn! I almost maxed that. 39.
Yeah,
You see.
Max.
Yeah, very close. But yeah, no, you put one into them, and you see them like almost like fall all the way over, but they like grab onto the like the terrain on the little lip of a like a stairway up into a home, and pull themselves up, and like and they just lock eyes with you.
Uh-oh, I think I made a friend.
Arnold, guns clear.
Guns clear. Cool. I'm running over to Morgan.
All right. Quick
Trade
action
Morgan.
to move up.
Morgan, how you feeling? How you doing? How you feeling?
Oh,
All right.
very glad it's a simulation.
That's fair. Do a quick glance at her, see if she's actually relatively okay, or if there's something I can do that's paramedic wise.
I mean, at a quick glance, and you knowing that this is a simulation, there's not much you can do.
Okay.
Other than shield her from bullets.
Okay.
Body block.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. The other one is in cover from where I'm at now that I'm next to Morgan.
There's
both-
also one
yeah.
that's about to die.
Both of them are not doing great.
Both of them are not doing great. Cool. I am going to full auto fire at whichever one it
Ooh.
would be that considered closer to where Morgan and I are in cover from.
That'd be the one that shot at her.
Wonderful. I'm gonna full auto this man, and I will do it with the intent for accuracy.
Okay. It's less accuracy in that spray and pray is a legitimate strategy.
Yeah.
Accuracy through volume of fire. Ah, wonderful. I could flip it. I don't think I want
Well,
to.
remember, they're in cover, so it's -20, so you have a +10.
Only a plus 10. Actually, that's a good thing to remember. No, I will keep it at 47. No flip.
Okay.
That is
They're going to. All right. Oh no, no. Roll damage. The answer is yes, they're dead.
21. Wham.
So you just start like fuck your cover. Let's test if it will go through, and it does. You put a couple rounds through cover, and you see the blue burst.
Cool.
The other one is going to attempt, because this is a simulation, they don't get to have the option of leaving. They are going to attempt to full auto. Let's spread the love. Let's full auto Mako.
All right.
They're going to full auto for effect. They're going to try to get extra dice on the damage.
Cover.
Mako, there is a storm of bullets that just outline the dumpster that you're on.
You ping off the sides.
Nothing hits.
I should work on the aiming algorithm a little.
Yeah.
Working as intended. That would take us to Morgan Mako, Eminem.
So,
This is
well,
the story.
Mako is going to repeat her favorite action. It is Sunday.
It is
Aim
all
and
or
burst
nothing.
fire.
Aim and burst fire.
Or
Right.
full auto.
Full auto.
Oh, full auto?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is Sunday. It is
Was the full
all
auto
or nothing.
to hit? Okay.
Not that I needed it this time, but
Roll damage. The 16 to their 71. Absolute dog. Fuck.
5.
5
Ooh.
damage.
Low roll there.
Yeah, with 5 damage and with AP, you see them absorb the damage. They stumble from the hit, but it doesn't seem to have had any real effect.
I see.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're subject to swing.
Yeah, that's rough, bud.
Yeah.
Takes us to Morgan.
Okay. I will do my best to prop myself up and aim and burst fire. Oh, did you trade my gun back? I don't remember.
Not done, but I was mostly coming over here to check to see if I need to do anything medical related.
Oh. Yeah, in a simulation, I don't think we can really do that.
Nope.
But I will. Let's see. This was a medium pistol, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Medium railgun pistol.
Yeah, I'll aim and fire at the nearest remaining enemy.
Burst firing, correct?
With burst fire. Yeah. So it's plus a total of 20? Aim was plus
Which
10,
would
right? I haven't actually used
yeah,
it yet.
Yep.
plus 10 for aim, plus 10 for burst fire if you're using it for accuracy.
Yeah.
But
Is there one in range that would not give me a penalty? Because I might
no.
cancel some of that out. Okay.
Well, so here's what you have going on. So this is a game of modifiers, as people are probably seeing.
Yeah.
Including you, dear listeners. Thank you for joining us on this.
You want
This
modifiers
wonderful
too?
adventure.
Yep. So they're at minus 20 to you because they're in moderate cover.
Oh, okay.
You, with an aim and burst, go to plus 20. So you cancel it out. However, you have 1 wound. So you lose another 10.
Okay.
Oh, don't you have
So,
2 wounds?
Well, I ignore one
Medicines.
because of my medicines.
Yep.
Ah,
medicines,
okay.
Let's her ignore 1.
Yeah. So I'm at minus 10
Nice.
total to my 25, was it? Yes. All right. So rolling at 15. This is difficult.
Yep.
Really did not hit. 91.
The jolts, you're shaking from the your nervous system just being shocked at the way it was. You fire and you jerk just the wrong way, and you don't get any coverage with it.
Oh, okay. That's it.
All right. The other 2 goons are dead. We go back to not Morgan, end name. Matt,
There are a
and
lot of M names. I didn't realize we did that.
yeah, we go back to Matt and then Arnold, or Arnold and Matt. That's up to them, however they want to do it.
I guess you want me to snipe first at the remaining dude?
I mean, you're just gonna one shot it at this point as long as you hit. Oh
As long as you
hey
hit.
man, I like sniper rifles.
no, it's perfectly fine. It's just like I'd rather you just do the one shot versus me just having to fire. I'm
Fair.
here to
All
clean
right.
up in case it doesn't happen.
Fifth verse, same as the first. Aim, shoot.
So with minus 20 plus 10, so
I
minus 10
will
total.
use a my remaining vigor to flip that to 57, which will put me right under my 60.
Alrighty, and then they're
Ooh,
going to attempt
superior.
to fray. They succeed, but not enough, but not critically, so they will take that damage.
Ooh, okay.
That's plus 1d6
Correct.
for the
Nice.
superior,
Nice.
which is just a nice little extra.
Yep, just don't roll pull.
38.
Yeah, you'll get there. That puts them over. That you put it right through their cover again. Fuck your cover. Fuck your chicken strips. Down they go.
Fucking chicken strips like that.
Get chicken strips.
So Osborne, final shot goes out, guy goes down, and Tabitha like starts applauding. Like, good job, everyone, good job. I think that will do it for now. Come on out of the pool. We'll get those off you, get you something to drink, and we can talk about it.
That was something. I still
Yes, sir.
worry that like if we get into an actual firefight, like I might lock up because actual people. It's kind of easy to divorce myself from a hologram.
Yep.
Yes.
And like
This
Matt
is
will
also-
say this as like he walks over to the others.
Yep.
I will limp my way over to have the thing removed so my nervous system starts functioning again.
Yep, and it does.
Yep. Arnold helped Morgan over there. Arnold will also take back his pistol and give Morgan back hers.
Oh yeah, thanks. All right, that I realized that would be worse with actual bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It generally is.
Yeah.
Osborne,
Yeah.
give me a perceive.
A perceive. What?
A perceive.
Let me
Uh-huh.
tell you. I can do
And as we come out, Tabitha executes each of us.
I'm
that.
a little bit. Well,
hopefully not with
okay, so
Osborne in front
out
of
of
me.
character wise, oh my god.
I do fail.
Also as a quick comment that is out of character. If I remember correctly, Tabitha is the one that also gave Arnold the suggestion to go visit the Chinese restaurant.
You
Yes.
are correct.
Yes, that's why it was awkward that you weren't there last session
Yeah.
because we didn't recognize her.
We did talk to her about like her being involved in the triad, and she assures us that that won't interfere with her guarding our lives duties, but
She assures you that it will not be a conflict of interest.
It also sounds like the issue with the triad isn't as bad as we thought it was.
we'll only hook a bunch of their
Assuming-
money.
It
Osborne,
will
would you
one
like this?
person.
Would you like to spend an insight to not critically fail?
Oh, you could do that?
Mhm.
Oh,
You
I
can
didn't
Yeah,
turn
I'll
a
know
do
that.
critical
that.
failure into a regular failure, yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you get up and make your way down with everybody. All right. Some of you are a little, wet behind the ears, but I hope this gave you some insight on what it's like out there, just in case I or someone else isn't around to keep you safe. Some of you don't look like you really need it, but I'll take the rep either way to keep some of the others safe.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Still not sure about that suggestion to the Chinese restaurant.
I mean, I only made a suggestion. Was the food good?
It was.
Didn't eat it.
Yeah, I didn't have any.
Oh, you didn't eat it? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess
There was
that's
kind of getting the little edges there when we got there to the restaurant, and then seeing what some of the other people were picking up on. Couldn't really enjoy the food as much as I was hoping for.
I
It
guess
did look
that's
pretty good though.
fair.
Marco is like, it was.
I will since I know that our relation's fresh here, I'll refrain from making a suggestion. Is there any place that you all would like to go to get food?
All right.
Now come to think of it, I actually haven't explored that too much yet.
Okay.
Well, time to go and explore the town, so to say.
Yeah,
She
let's
she
Hear
puts
me
the
out, guys.
town
Hear
in
me out.
quotation marks.
Also, hear me out. Barbecue.
Barbecue sounds good, actually.
Yeah, if we can find it. If that's there, that
Do you
sounds
guys
great.
still have barbecue in this day and age? Please tell me, for the love of God.
I mean, in a fashion, yes, but probably not the way that you would remember it. Like, it's not. It's hard to get actual cow, man.
Okay, fair.
Very difficult. Mind you, it's still meat, still tastes like, well, from what I've been told and the way it's advertised, still tastes like cow, like beef. So,
I wonder if we can
but
debunk that.
I mean, the opportunity is there. But in the main ship, there is the food court section that is famous for having a lot of options cuisine wise. It's called Eat, Pray, Love.
I
Oh my
hate
God. He's fucking.
Do I
That's
look
still
like a white
here in this
woman?
day and age.
I mean, it was there when everyone left Earth. So, I mean, yes. So, I mean, it was they think they're funny.
I'm going to throw it out the airlock.
Get in line.
But I do know that there is a barbecue joint around there. I don't go there too often, but I mean,
Okay.
I'm open to it.
Yeah, that sounds good to me too.
All right. We're
Fine,
all
I
gonna go
guess.
for
All right.
I mean, it does sound good.
All of you get onto a shuttle ship, make your way to the main capital ship
Yeah.
of this little
Go
clown
swarm.
fiesta that they call a swarm.
Making your
No,
way downtown.
look, fellowship.
All of you have gotten pretty adept at, navigating basically in 0G or low gravity, so it's not a big concern. You get to a place and it is it is an actual like barbecue pit. It is in low gravity, so it doesn't float off into space, but things are a little lighter.
Okay. Yeah, they got the aesthetics. Okay.
You all take a seat. Server comes out. Well, howdy, y'all. How can I do for you today?
We heard there was barbecue here.
It
I
is
have a
some of the
hankering
best
for it.
barbecue on the swarm. What would you like? We got pork. We got synth pork. We got beef. Are any of you non-biological? We do have chips available if you want to get the taste, but don't need to eat.
Glances around the table.
Podmorphs can still can and need to eat, so
Yeah.
I
I'll
take
take a
it
little bit on
it's
that.
going to be too much of a stretch for you to have lamb ribs.
Ooh.
Rabbit.
Lamb.
Ah, I will see what we have. I have not had that request before, but that doesn't mean that
That doesn't
available.
bode well.
How about rabbit?
No rabbit. I'm sorry. That one's not so much.
Sadness.
Okay.
Deep and profound sadness.
It's not that we can't make it. It's that it typically causes problems.
Bit over the frowned
What do you
upon.
mean?
No, it's just high in protein, and for some of our older systems that we got on board, typically causes a clog, is what I'll say.
Constipation. Jesus.
No, in the machine.
Oh. It's the little bones, isn't it? It's always the little
Probably.
bones.
Well, I'll see about getting some lamb. Otherwise, do you want pork, chicken?
You can buy pulled pork.
We could do. Do you want pulled pork sandwich?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And how about iced tea for y'all?
Sure.
Oh, sure. What flavor?
How do you do your iced tea?
Sweet
I'd
as
ask
candy.
if it was.
Is it actually though, or is this that northerner sweet where I need to open sugar packets?
No, it's good Southern sweet. I promise that.
All right,
Oh.
I'll be the judge of that.
We have our own little hydroponic setup that has sugarcane. So sugar, we grow it, process it ourselves. All here on the swarm.
Fancy.
Look, I've done this song and dance. I will be the judge for myself. Okay.
All right. It's fine. That's fine. Anything special for anyone else?
You guys got any hot links?
Yeah, we got a couple of those. That's not a problem. You want some hot links?
What
Some
are
hot links, some pulled pork, a little bit of
It's
chicken.
spicy sausage.
I'll get you guys full course. Tabitha's on your tab. Yeah, it's on my tab. All right.
I mean, I'm
Yeah, thanks.
okay to pay for my food.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, just looks up confused. What?
I
No,
don't
no,
want to
no.
take advantage.
Tabitha wants to pay. We shouldn't
Don't
poo on her
hospitality.
hospitality.
Well,
Okay. I have been overruled. Sorry, Tabby.
it's
I haven't asked
fine.
about
I know that
nicknames.
you guys don't exactly have a lot of rep to go around.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Out of character, I
sense.
actually have 40 rep.
That's not a ton. And how much?
Okay.
That's all at rep, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's
autonomous shot.
yeah. That's it's a decent amount of rep. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's where I start getting moderate, right?
Yeah, that's
Moderate
where you start
favorites.
getting moderate. Once
But
you start getting
it's
major, that's when you're like, oh, I got a good amount of rep.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
but I mean,
like-
like, I'm not dirt poor.
We're hovering around the poverty line.
The ref poverty line.
Rep poverty line. Yeah.
People just don't like us enough, I guess.
But I'll be right out with it as soon as I can. I'll get you drinks first.
Thank you.
So
Thanks.
she walks away. Tabitha goes, "You're all fairly decent shots. Some of you need work. What's your all's backgrounds?"
I'm a zoologist.
Tech.
I guess
Engineering.
you
Security.
say security or veteran.
Both of them.
Ah,
Both of them. Security and firearms was what I used to work with.
makes sense. What about you, Mako?
Oh, engineering.
Oh, okay. You handled the gun pretty good for for
I did do a lot of shooting. Yes, yes. hobby things, target shooting mostly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it
But
was mostly hobby, but occasionally you got a bag and tag, so it worked out in work.
but what's your guys' plans? I mean, you're all loaded. You don't have to stay on the swarm, especially since your credits don't get you very far here.
Yeah, I was figuring that out myself. I'm interested in like it's been catching my attention, the gate crash and stuff.
What's that?
Going off to distant worlds and exploring them.
Sounds kind of neat, actually.
I grew up with Star Trek, so like that sort of interests me.
Stargate.
Star Trek.
Well,
I
did
mean,
you
I
ever
guess
see
this case, it's more like Stargate, but you know,
Okay.
strange new worlds to boldly go where no one has gone before. They never got to boldly
Okay.
go.
No one ever gets to boldly go.
Yeah.
Morgan, you get a message from Tabitha. It's a message request primarily. It says
Oh.
like, "Hey, would you like to have a conversation with Tabitha? Bang."
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll accept it.
She sends you a message. This is like, now would be a good time if you want to bring up our other employment. Well, you're not signed on yet, but you get my drift.
What, to everyone? Or
Yeah.
I guess to remind me, Tabitha and I had talked about her being associated with um, Firewall as well, right?
Yeah. She hinted at it, but it wasn't like it. It wasn't a very subtle hint.
Yeah,
Because she knew that you know Carly.
yeah. Are you sure this is a good place to talk about it?
There's a lot of prying eye. There's not a lot of prying eyes. Everyone's focused on eating. Like she gets like her tone changes, like bipolar shift. Like full analysis. A lot of people are already talking. Most people are, if they're not talking, are busy, watching something and not paying attention. This is a mess hall. There's a lot of people, so no one's gonna make a scene. It's subtle without being overtly subtle. Like if you were to go hide underneath an engine and have a conversation.
Subtle without being secretive.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because that was the plan, actually.
Yeah,
It's a little bit less of a trip, too.
and everyone can enjoy food.
Yeah. Yeah, so there was, just remembered, there was something I wanted to talk to everyone about now that we're all together.
Yeah.
Um, since we've been a little everywhere the past few days.
Say that again.
Yeah. Tabitha, you already know about this, so, but I've been talking to, has anyone else run across anything about a group called Firewall?
Not a group. I know like a firewall is like your antivirus, right?
That
Um,
the electronic technical term, but I don't know if that's valid these days.
I
any
mean, kind of.
any knowledge skills on organizations on I would
Actually,
allow if you had criminal organizations, I would allow it at a -10.
well, I don't
No.
have criminal organizations. I kind of wish I did. I only have security ops, economics, sports, construction, engineering, and older. Why?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, um, basically, they're a group that operates more or less under wraps to try and keep humanity uh, safe from being basically apocalypse again, existential threats like titans, other exurgent things created by them, etc. Ourselves sometimes, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I'm bringing this up is because I have been looking at joining up, and I wanted to talk to everyone about that because our association could potentially, if not put you in danger, at least complicate your life if I were to join and we're around each other all the time, etc. So if there is anyone who didn't want that to happen, I can keep from going into full employment.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell
I
you how
mean,
to live your life, but like we're talking like an anti-Titan Illuminati.
Uh,
Tabitha will chime in. No, not nearly as stupid. Um, the primary reason that we aren't like well known and stay secretive is because then if people overtly know about us, they'll act against us. So can the Titans.
yeah,
It's harder for them to act against us if they don't know about us.
Well, I
Um,
thought Titans like fucked off.
they kind of did.
that's partially true.
Oh
They
shit!
don't.
You guys got some alternate history shit?
No. Well, if I
or that, or most of them fucked off, and there's still a couple hanging around here and there.
it's nothing direct. Their direct influence is not. They aren't directly doing things. It's their remnants and pieces, and we can't tell if they're still fully active based on these remnants and pieces. But it's something that we're mindful of and we watch. Another thing that we take good care of is making sure that everyone doesn't fucking kill each other or accidentally make another Titan. Tabitha's
Uh,
entire like everyone notices, like you don't need kinesics for this. A flip switched. A switch was flipped for Tabitha. Like her demeanor, the way she's vocalizing, all of that has changed. The way she's looking at all of you changed entirely.
hmm. Well, I guess that answers my question a little bit about like why be secret if you're just playing cleanup crew, but
Well,
is like, are you guys? It's only been 30 years. Are people that close to like practicing Titan shit again?
constantly.
Why?
Because humanity doesn't know how to learn a lesson. She reflexively backs up from that. There are groups, corporations, and people that either accidentally fuck around and find out, or are actively trying to get a leg up over another group. Corporations are not the only people guilty of this. Um, some people go around digging for certain things that they think will make them rich, or start experimenting with certain nanotechnologies that seem odd, or find this weird artifact and find out that it's something terrible. There's a lot of reasons that we're here. We stop transhumanity from uh, imploding on itself.
Yeah,
There are a couple people on the swarm, such as myself, that are part of the program. Um, but we have a rare opportunity that all of you who do not have baggage, the world you know is gone. You aren't tied to a faction. You aren't tied to a specific kind of ideology that is prevalent. You're not an Olympian who thinks that if everyone's an Olympian morph will be fine. You're not a Jovian who thinks that technology is evil and the reason why the Titans happened was to send us back on purpose and right our wrongs. You're not some corporate shill who's looking to make sure that they can make a couple hundred credits in the future. You're not some octopus with a ego that wants to become famous that also happens to do some good here and there.
that one was really specific.
There's it's more common than you'd think. It's you don't know very many octopi.
That's true.
but there's a couple
okay.
thousand of them, and all of them have their own proclivities and things they want to get done, and one or two of them are in the organization.
Matt will like kind of hold up a hand, like, okay, Tabitha, let's set aside for a moment the pitch, whether we join or not. What does the responsibilities of firewall like really entail?
And that depends on the scope of that. Uh, like, are you talking about your personal responsibilities or what Firewall as an organization does?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Like, you're right, we don't have particular ties, but that also makes our existence here mercurial. Are you asking if we're to join or any of us to be associated with someone who has joined? Like, how does that bind us?
So I
And in
can't
what ways?
answer the first question. I'm not a proxy in Firewall. I'm not a Firewall proxy. I don't know what would be assigned to you.
Okay.
They would try to keep it within your skill sets. So, if something needed analyzed and you guys have knowledge about old Earth, find out if it's like a plant or if someone is just fucking around with technology that is just old and you know we don't recognize anymore because it's been so long. That's one thing. Uh,
Yeah, right. We can
but
recognize a 2010s toaster better than anyone else alive.
Hmm.
but again, rare opportunity to have people that have no connection and no baggage to what's going on. If they think a place is going to be hot on an ideological scale or a political scale, you are a true neutral party. That's indispensable because Firewall doesn't have Firewall. Everyone's on the same page of what they need to be doing. The reasons for why and what the right answers is the other matter. Sometimes you're going to have to go and a thermostat, not thermostat, a aerostat has been exposed to the Uzumaki virus. That one's fairly simple as long as we were able to catch it fast enough. You just blow that thing out of the sky. Not saying that's what you guys would do, but I mean, if you're asking of like what all Firewall does, we tie ties where they need to be tied. We cause unrest where unrest needs to be caused. We will, if it means the safety of transhumanity, nuke an aerostat out of orbit.
Hmm.
I understand you guys knowing about it. There's a select amount of people that know about it that aren't in the program. They're assets. We would occasionally call on a little bit of help if need be. This isn't like I'm not asking you to become a full-blown agent. That's not my job here. I'm supposed to give a good understanding of what's going on and do a bit of a tryout. See how you all handled and adapted a firefight.
Oh, I
So,
hope that didn't hurt my prospects at all.
I mean, your prospects aren't you handling a gun, sweetheart. Sorry.
Ah,
But
good. Okay.
I mean, is sometimes you might have to fight in a situation. You got to see if you're able to, handle that pressure. And all of you did well. Well, you did well handling it. Aim is you'd always improve aim, is what I'll say.
That's fair.
Uh
Uh,
so it's just a matter of if you all, and it's not like you're not devoting your entire existence to doing this. It's, are you an indispensable asset for the mission, and or are you needed at the time? Like, are you nearby? Are you the only agents nearby? That's like, we keep all that in account. And that's if you guys have become full-fledged agents. Right now, you're probably only going to be marked as assets.
yeah, my intent was to eventually, but like I said, I wanted to talk to everyone else because, at least as it was explained to me, there people I am associated with from before doing that could be put in danger by proximity. So I didn't want to just do that and have everyone not be okay with it and not know it's happening and then
Well,
have some trouble come down on us and have someone get hurt.
well, reading up about how fucked everything has become since after that, uh, I think it would be in our best interest to try and prevent that from happening again.
Yeah.
Not
Maybe.
sure how.
Keep
Not
going.
not sure how much help would be, but I certainly wouldn't be opposed to the idea.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure how much of a world-saving type I am. I'm, at the end of the day, a scientist. Hell, my whole interest in gate crashing is just seeing the new and unknown. I've always been taught not to be afraid of it. I get there is a real reason to be with this Titan stuff. But I'm ultimately kind of just an explorer, and I've still got some questions about even being associated with Firewall. I keep wanting to call it Firewatch. But frankly, I'm not sure I want to be. I'm not. I don't think even as an asset, maybe I'd be happy to answer questions. But when it comes to doing this kind of stuff, I'm not sure that's for me.
That's fair. I'm just saying that you have a chance to do real good, and I want people to be aware of that, but be aware of what they'd be getting into.
Hmm.
So
How much
You
would
you
that need
always have the
to?
chance to do. Oh, go on.
Can I ask how would that really work? Let's say, for instance, if I wanted to go make connections with Guangxi.
that's a complicated question. Because sometimes those those ideologies can be at odds.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But it's more resources, more connections at the end of the day.
I'll at least keep it open for now. But I'm ambivalent. Not really for,
And
not
where are
really
those
against.
drinks?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Brandon did not forget. Brandon was like, man, I need to get the drinks over here sometimes, but this is
I felt like it was a good joke. I couldn't pass up. Just all this heavy talk. Just
so
where are those drinks we ordered?
server comes back.
Yeah.
She has drinks. She hands out everyone their drinks in the sweet tea.
Time to judge.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it
Chat
is.
about secret things
I'll
while the
test
server
it.
is here.
Is it sweet tea or is it sweet tea?
It is sweet tea. Like you don't know. You know that with what you have, you don't have to worry about cavities anymore.
Sure.
But you know you'd have to worry about cavities. It's like if this is what you were drinking each day, man, that could become a problem.
I'll just look at it and just nod. All right, you passed the first test.
And then we'll be getting the meats together for y'all in just a moment. Also, do have lamb ribs. That is doable. We can do that.
And that's what I'll have.
Well, I'm bringing the full smorgasbord, baby. And she
Oh.
kind of drifts away in the low gravity.
All right.
Tabitha will chime back in. So, you don't have to answer now. It's a lot to throw at people. Of course, if you say firewall's real, we'll just, we'll deny it. Look like a crazy person. Uh, you know, the people who claim that firewall is real out in the public get looked at like those people that believed Earth was flat despite having images from space.
Oh, is it one of those things where like there are rumors and conspiracy theories about it, but no outright confirmation that firewall's a thing?
Oh, absolutely. There are
Yeah, okay.
people that have seen or remember or managed to get away that we couldn't track down. Eventually, we tracked them down, but by that point, we do a good job covering our tracks.
Well, Morgan, Mako, I take it you two feel at least somewhat strongly about this?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I'm
if
not going to. I don't want to hurt my friends in the process if I can avoid that.
No, I get you. I'm just asking a question.
for me, it's well, if we can help, I would want to help, but yeah.
Well, I guess that makes this good time as any to bring up this question as a follow-up. We've been kind of together based on circumstance. I mean, we're all in this new age, and we all know old Earth ourselves. We're unique in that aspect, but that doesn't mean that we're going to be bound together forever unless we want it. How are you all invested in our little clique? I've been thinking about it for a while, and I don't want to keep nobody here that doesn't want to be.
I mean, I think I'm pretty invested in it.
About the same here, yeah. There's still a lot we don't know about this place in general, and having
Yeah.
some familiarity around in this crazy new world we're facing is not bad.
I think it'd be stupid to split up.
That too.
I didn't think it would happen now, but I figured
I
just
mean,
because we came here together doesn't mean we'll end our lives here together, you know?
well, I mean, no one knows what the future will hold, but currently I have no desire to walk my own path, so to say.
Yeah, same. Even joining Firewall, it doesn't sound like I would be forced to relocate or anything anytime soon.
Yeah, and you more, Arnold? Your thoughts are just as valuable on this.
Oh no.
Football
Did we
head?
lose him?
The gremlins have attacked.
No.
Oh my god, I was muted this entire time. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, dude. You've been quiet for a bit.
Okay, that's fine. Well, no, Arnold. I'd rather just stick with things a little bit more familiar as we kind of get ourselves more established into this new world. Though the Guangxi is gonna be something more of my interest. So
Yeah, that's what I worry about a little bit. I look at gate crashing, and I've got a scientific uh curiosity about all that, but I understand that maybe not everybody else does. Morgan here, you're into this firewall thing, and Arnold is looking more into being at least tangentially around the triad business, it looks like. Even if
Okay.
not directly involved. I'm not gonna assume your intentions.
It's just Guangxi just is catching my eye.
But that's what I mean. I guess we wanna probably. I don't think any of us can sit and answer this firewall thing now. But it may behoove us if we wish to stick together as a unit to discuss what and where and how we want to go about things in this future. And I don't think that's going to be a one-day discussion. It might not be a week discussion. Just something we go about and keep in our minds as we move forward. Personally, unless I'm got a red dot trained on the back of my head for even knowing the word firewall, I don't think I mind it too much. You know, do what your heart tells you, Morgan. I'd be a
Okay.
terrible researcher if I told anyone not to follow their beliefs.
I guess that's fair.
But I think we're gonna start having to face what the future holds for each of us and how we want to keep together if futures pull different directions.
Yeah.
Tabitha chimes in. Something I should mention is, they've been trying to keep a lid on you guys, but too many people knew it reached the threshold. Guys' names are starting to get out there. I don't know if any of you read any tabloids, but
Really.
and I don't blame you for that.
Yeah,
But
not really my thing, but maybe I should start if we're gonna be involved like that.
How common is it for old Earth survivors to be found?
See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. It's happened 5 times.
Oh, only that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Anyone from old Earth. It's not that there's no old Earth survivors. Most just ended up, they were alive around that time and either, were uploaded and recovered or died and, their backups were recovered. That's a whole different conversation that, you'll find out about as time goes on. But you're all from a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't think no
We
one
tell
else
them
was directly
how Big
displaced
Bang
from
happened?
back then. What was that?
Should we tell them how the Big Bang happened?
We're
I
not
think
that old.
No. You're not.
Being in a mommy universe and a daddy universe love each other very much.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Hey, head on table.
Really,
Hey,
that's
on
what
table.
made you uncomfortable. Let it go.
It's not.
Let it go.
It's not uncomfortable. It's not an uncomfortable.
Sure, it's not.
Believe it's referred to from your time as boomer humor. Is what that comes off as?
Oh,
Never
fuck.
speak to me again.
Oh, no, what have we become?
We haven't
Perish.
become anything. She's
Are
just
we the
wrong.
boomers now?
You're
No.
fossils. You're living fossils.
Okay, that's cooler at least.
Well, considering the unprecedented situation then that we are in, is there a space paparazzi?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
They're whatever industry was around at your time that like covered like celebrities, famous people, unique people. Multiply that by 30.
Oh god.
Oh, geez. I guess their job is easier too, since there aren't as many people to keep track of.
Well, it's also
Soon.
easier because this is a panopticon society.
Well, that does not fill me with joy.
Well, it's something that I thought you should know about, because I mean, you'd have no reason to be watching celebrities because none of the ones that you know are around.
Yeah. Wait, can I be in Firewall if I'm famous? How does that work?
I mean, yeah, you just can't go around telling everybody you're in fire. Well, I mean, you
I mean,
could.
it
You'd
sounds
look like
like
a
they have a
crazy
few
person.
celebrities.
We do, but like they keep that under wraps.
Yeah.
Like they keep those two things separate.
Yeah,
Like you should keep your day job and anything else separate. But bright side for
I
you guys, you
guess
don't have to worry about having a day job.
That's true.
that kind of leads into another question of mine. So even if we don't have a lot of responsibilities, putting that aside, what are we looking at for being associated around Firewall and what danger that entails? Does Firewall, as a secret society, have enemies? Like
Uh,
who doesn't want a dude to stop Titans?
I'm sure there are
I,
some corps out there who have a beef after being stopped from doing something fucking stupid.
if I'll be perfectly blunt on this, if we find out someone is purposely going out of the way to recreate Titan stuff, they don't res again. They don't come back.
I mean, I can understand you going around killing folks, even if that makes me a mite uncomfortable.
No, we don't let them have a backup. We
No, I
scrub.
understand. I
Okay.
I guess I see death as you are gone forever. When there's this whole backup thing, that seems less death and more minor inconvenience.
Which is true most of the time. But if you were purposely going around causing problems, or what Firewall views as a problem,
I feel like
You
everyone
you're
then
you're
sensible
gone.
would
You're
view
done. So I get you.
deliberately causing Titan shit as a problem.
yeah. Um, but well, I mean, you could be exposed to a number of things that are dangerous. It's dangerous from beginning to end. Your exoplanets that you're looking at going to,
Yeah, but
we've found Titan stuff there.
I'm not asking about like the danger of Titan leftovers. I'm asking about the danger that we face being firewall assets or the friend of a firewall asset.
I mean, no direct danger from another organization, if that's what you're trying to get at.
It's
Generally, as being part of Firewall, you're stepping on another organization's toes to save the
mhm.
rest of to protect the rest of transhumanity. So
Okay,
you're gonna piss someone off. That's gonna happen.
but we
Wait.
just being consultants isn't going to be particularly dangerous.
Not unless we send you something that someone else wants back.
Okay, that's just my question. I wanted to assess what level of risk we're taking on by knowing this name or being associated with it.
Okay. Well, kind of like
I am
Shadowrunning.
assuaged. I mean, like, I don't know,
Kinda.
maybe, I guess. Felt like being a shadow runner, you kind of were all in or not in.
I mean,
True. But in terms of like
But
operations, it's kind of like
that's
Shadowrunning.
that's make believe. I'm talking real life, like in the same way that um being associated with uh, a corporate and a mega conglomeration worked. You had people that maybe didn't like you, and there was a lot of espionage that went on with that. Or I guess in this case, a spy agency. You know, people killed spies. You didn't hear about it, but it happened.
What is the general public opinion on Firewall anyway, based on the rumors and stuff? Like, I know,
uh,
obviously,
uh,
no one knows for sure.
people don't believe in it typically.
Well, I mean, the people who do they like think it's a bad thing and try to spread bad stuff about it, or not that it would really
I,
change how I feel. I'm just curious.
I mean, you'll have those people that say that like know the truth, like the truth is out there. Um, like Firewall's doing this. You have other people that are convinced that we're kidnapping newborns. There's not a opinion.
Why is there always somebody thinking the work that someone's kidnapping babies or eating babies or some shit?
People
Why-
focus on what they think they fear. I've learned
I guess.
that gets more attention than the dude who believes in Firewall, but also thinks that Firewall is generally good guys. Tends not to cry about it a lot.
Yeah, I suppose.
The food arrives.
Oh, excellent.
Awesome.
Wow.
Excuse me all as I stop participating in conversation to stuff my craw.
Understandable.
It's decent. It's not terrible. It's not the greatest thing. It's not the greatest barbecue you've ever had, but it's doable. The lamb,
Yeah.
you've had better lamb.
Yeah. I figured.
Like the
This
texture's
is
just
mediocre
like
barbecue.
it's mediocre barbecue. It's like the texture, like for the lamb, just isn't right. The seasoning used isn't quite right on all the meats. The sauces are okay.
And then they replicate the old coat smell taste for
taste?
lamb.
God.
I'm gonna have to make
Like
you guys
a-
barbecue at some point if it is even possible to do so again.
Oz is gonna look at it, be like, it's like a half-remembered recipe made by your sister-in-law who doesn't know how to cook.
Yeah. I don't know if it's
Mm.
more disappointing that it's just forgettable. Like, would it be better if it was bad? And like, I'm speaking low to avoid like talking shit about the food inside the restaurant.
Well, if it's well, I mean, this could certainly be improved if given some pointers. That's a
Yeah,
plus.
I mean, these don't really have a point of reference.
Part of the issue is the actual meat, though. The texture's not right.
You've all been
It's not
eating
the real thing.
Yeah, you've all been eating food here for a little over a month. You can definitely tell it's just like things just aren't 100% right. Just often just slight ways. Texture's probably the number one. Like it's not like a bad taste in your mouth, like a bad feeling in your mouth, but it's just like no, there's something missing. Or like
Yeah.
someone tried too hard here.
Yeah.
It's like someone designing an anime character and just kept adding belts. This will make them.
1,000 Kingdom Hearts fans just cried out in pain.
I don't remember
I'm
who
trying
the
to.
Final
Isn't
Fantasy
that like that
character
one?
has, like,
Wasn't there one
this-
Final Fantasy? Oh, sorry.
Lulu.
Oh, I think we're on the same page, actually.
Yeah, the one Final Fantasy character who was like nothing but belts.
Lulu.
Yeah, someone had like a skirt that was just belts.
Yep. Lulu the Black Mage.
Nice.
But you all eat your food and get to contemplate this offer that's been put on the table, and that is what we'll call it here. Questions, comments,
Fair.
suggestions. Everyone have fun.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had fun. It was an interesting learning the combat system, like to actually do it.
Yeah.
Tabitha's boomer comment lost her one rep with Oz.
Yeah.
It's
And
going just
Alright,
further and further down the shit list.
I don't know, Oz, you are a grandfather.
I'm kind of glad that we got to have that discussion about, at least with the firewall and like what how we want to stay together or not.
Yeah.
Also, she doesn't know that you're a grandfather.
That's true. I don't know that in character. I only know that out of character.
Well, neither does Tabitha.
Oz is just silently just roiling in rage.
Rage against something rage against the dying of the light or whatever.
Yeah.
But thank you everybody for listening. We hope to have you on the next one. You have a wonderful evening. Bye.
I just almost think too.